to highlight the remarkable resilience demonstrated by Indian startups in a rapidly evolving business landscape. These innovative enterprises have shown their ability to adapt, endure, and thrive in the face of challenges. The journey of an entrepreneur is filled with uncertainties, yet the Indian startups have consistently proven their mettle. They have navigated through economic fluctuation, regulatory changes, and even a global pandemic. This resilience is a testament to the unwavering determination of these founders and their teams. The spirit of Indian startups lies in their ability to turn obstacles into opportunities. They have embraced technology to disrupt traditional industries, leveraging the power of digital platforms to connect with customers, streamline operations, and scale their ventures. The startup ecosystem in India has fostered collaboration, allowing fledgling companies to learn from each other's successes and failures. Just like your theme, resilience, reset, results, we too as a government need to adopt these things. So when I say we need to be resilient as a government, I think we need to ensure that we are ready for future challenges, for future innovations. We need to create an effective workforce with future-ready skill sets, and that is exactly what we are doing in the government of Karnataka. We have formed a skill advisory committee for emerging technologies with industry, academia, and government, and I am heading this committee personally to ensure, as we want to hear from the industry what exactly they want, and we are future ready. So you will not find this anywhere where we have a skill council, advisory council of the academia, industry, and the government, where the minister himself is chairing this, along with the co-chair of the skill minister, so that we are going to be listening to the industry and telling us what to do. What are the skill sets that are required so that we are ready for the future. We are just not this concept of skill council. Here we are also engaging with the academia. So the reason why we came up with this skill council or advisory council was that whenever I meet industry captains, whenever I meet startups, entrepreneurs like you always say that our engineers are unemployable. You always say that the skill sets are not good enough. You always say that the syllabus is primitive. And just to ensure that we are not left behind, we want to be a government that is resilient as well. We want to learn from you as well. So we are engaging with the industry. We are asking them, tell us what you want. And it is just not like randomly sitting in Vidhan Sada or Vikas Sada and understanding through some reports. We are actually engaging with industry. We are doing a deep dive by sector, by vertical. Example, if cyber security sector wants 15,000 people trained in cyber security laws or in cyber security technology, they will be giving us the curriculum. With their curriculum, we will be training. 50% of the cost will be borne by the government, 25% by the industry, and 25% by the engineer or by the student. So the idea is to ensure that each of these engineers who are coming out, or each of these professionals who are coming out, are more employable than ever before. And we are not just concentrating on building skill sets. We are also providing an ecosystem for harnessing these skill sets or improving these skill sets. You'll be surprised to know, I don't know how many people in this room know that we already have these centers of excellence in deep tech, Internet of Things. We have a Center for Excellence in Cyber Security with Indian Institute of Science. We have a Agri-Innovation Center of Excellence. We have COEs in Data Science and AI. We have a COE in Aerospace, Fabless Semiconductor, Machine Intelligence and Robotics. We even have a Center of Excellence in Animation, Visual Effects, Gaming and Comics. That helps in digital publishing. We also have a Center of Excellence in Efficiency Augmentation. We also have a Center of Excellence in trying to have artificial intelligence and ethics in governance. So why we are doing so many centers of excellence? is only because we want to be resilient. Just like how your theme is, resilience. We are learning from you. We want to be future ready. We want to ensure that any innovation, any invention that is going to happen across the globe has some kind of connection with Bangalore. I'm not going to rattle out statistics of how good our ecosystem is and the numbers. The numbers are already published everywhere. But I'm here today in front of you to tell you that this government too is learning a lot from startups. They are learning from your entrepreneurship spirit as well. And if you have paid attention to our recent budget, we have also expanded this ecosystem of centers of excellence. We are coming up with pandemic preparedness centers of excellence. We are coming up with centers of excellence in health sciences and medical devices. We are coming up with a COE for manufacturing. We are coming up with automobile technology. And also we are coming up with a gaming accelerator. So the possibilities are endless. And trust me when I say that Karnataka is the only state in India who's actually planning this. Everybody might say what they want, but we are delivering. We are resilient about it. Now all these are just going to ensure that Karnataka remains number one. Now your second part, like you said, resilient, the government also needs to reset. I understand that. When I mean governments need to reset, we need to reset our policies. I know a lot of people over here must be thinking, why am I speaking so? But yes, as a Minister of Information Technology, Electronics and Biotech, I know the pain points that you go through. In the sense, just because sometimes governments don't understand your technology, we panic, we ban you. We say your business is not good, your business is illegal. Classic, we have a lot of examples. The classic case being Ola and Uber. We have banned Ola and Uber in so many cities. We have banned Rapido. I think it's also Sunicon in as per your report. So just because we haven't understood what ride sharing is, just because we have not understood what taxi hailing means, just because we have not understood the technology, that does not mean it is bad. So we need to reset our policies also. One more classic example that I was just discussing with Ms. Archana and Mr. Balu here earlier was about how we have just come up with a 28% taxation for online gaming. Blanket GST of 28%. We have not even bothered figuring out what is the game of skill versus a game of chance. We have just randomly come up with that. Just because we think certain things are bad without understanding that. So if I want Ola to be legal, if I want Rapido to be legal, I need to reset my Motor Vehicles Act. I need to reset the rules that I have. So until we do that, it is extremely difficult for newer technologies or businesses in new technologies to come up. That is why this government has come up with something called the Karnataka Innovation Authority. So if you don't understand some technology, we don't understand a business, let this business go and sit in the sandbox environment, in this innovation authority, still we come out with a policy for it. At the same time, you can still do your business as long as you are not breaking any law, as long as you're not breaking any, you're not indulging in any criminal activities as prescribed in the law of the land. So this is what we need to do. We need to reset even our ease of doing business. I've seen a lot of governments claim that they have a single window system, but I know that a single window system leads to many doors. But trust me, in government of Karnataka, we are trying to ensure that right from a startup registration till if somebody like Foxconn wants to come and invest in India, there is ease of doing business here. A single window system means a single window system, and we are trying every trick in the book. We are learning from everybody every day to understand how we can make this only better for entrepreneurs, how we can make it better for startups, how we can make it better for emerging technologies to be flourishing right here in our state. And you'll be glad to know, I just was meeting a couple of startups in the room meant for speakers, and they were telling me that I have this robotic solution, and I have these other educational edtech solutions, and we need the government to help us out. So quite naturally, none of you are eligible to participate in the government tenders. But that does not mean that you're not good enough. Maybe you can't scale, but nothing stops you from actually piloting. Our intention is, why can't the government give you a pilot? We are more than happy to ensure your product is tested in a controlled environment, in a sandbox environment. And if it is good enough, why can't the government be your first customer? So we are coming up with a preferential public procurement policy for you, so that we as a government can be able to procure newer technologies and products that is going to help us deliver better governance to the citizens of the state. So when I say reset, trust me, the government is resetting the policies, and probably in the next few months you will see a larger change in the approach of government, in the approach of ease of doing the business. You will see definitely a better ecosystem that will ensure that your businesses thrive. And the last thing that this theme has is, one is resilience, the other one is reset, and the third one is results. Just like how you need to go back to your VCs and show numbers, I think it's high time the government also should start focusing heavy on results. So when I say results, just like you people, I'm not going to chase valuations, but I'm going to chase values. I'm going to try, we are going to figure out ways, we are going to ensure that startups and entrepreneurs who are adding value, who are able to solve a real life problem, will be able to work with government. So adding value is the most important thing. We need to deliver better as a government to create more jobs. We need to deliver better to provide a better environment for women entrepreneurs. We need to provide a better environment for innovations and inventions to come. So be rest assured that this government is going to be as result oriented as yourselves. So all that we need to do is, we need to look at how we can add value to each other's workings. So I will not take much of your time. I don't, because I think once I am done with this keynote, a lot of you have questions, and as a government, it's my prime responsibility not to speak, it's also to listen. So more than Man Ki Baat, we listen to Jan Ki Baat. So the reason why the government of Karnataka likes the Jan Ki Baat is because it helps us form policies, it helps us bring in rules, it helps us create an environment that you like, where you will thrive. Because ultimately, any government, just not the government of Karnataka, any government is by the people, of the people, and for the people. And I am of a very, very strong opinion that any policy that needs to be made by any government, it should be done by listening to stakeholders. So generally I avoid keynote speeches, but I think it's a sort of a framework that has already come up in the industry, saying that pehle keynote karna hi padta hai. So I generally keep my keynote short, and I try to listen so that I can understand how the government can solve problems for you. So as we celebrate the resilience of Indian startups, let's recognize that their journey is far from over. The road ahead might be bumpy, but their ability to adapt, innovate, and preserve will continue to shape the narrative of entrepreneurship in India. Ladies and gentlemen, the future is ripe with opportunities, and as we engage in insightful conversations today, let us harness the collective wisdom present in this very room to shape the trajectory of global businesses and set a precedent of excellence that transcends borders. Thank you all for your attention, and I look forward to the enriching discussions that we might have post my keynote. And I would like to personally thank ET for having me over, and hopefully this will be not the last time that you'll be calling over, because Mr. Shah was telling me that you are having a larger part of the ecosystem coming out soon, and I'm quite surprised why you don't tie up with the government of Karnataka. Why do you want to do it alone? when we have an ecosystem, when we have when you have the government that is listening to you, you have a government that is ready to partner, then you should partner. I don't know why there is so much of aversion to have one small government logo somewhere there and for us to help you partner and for us to help us form policies. But anyway, thank you so much for having me. Much grateful for your attention. Thank you.